As you can see in many of my videos, I keep stones around me, and even in some videos like today, I wear them around my neck, on my hand, on my wrist. I keep some around. Here's a selenite, and I have some stones here like, smoky quartz. So I wanted to make a video going over the basic concepts of stone energy, and some of you may very well know why I wear them or I have them around, and some of you may not. So I thought, okay, you know what, I'm just going to go over some basic concepts of stone energy and then bring out some maybe useful information that you may not be aware of. They are useful to have around you, and if you haven't gotten yourself one already, I recommend you to do so. It's really nice to have them around the house. I keep many of them around my plants. Well, through the years, stones have been used for, a great many things. It's used for purifying water in trendy glassware, as you may have seen recently, used to decorate homes in such a beautiful way. They've also been used for jewelry making, and my mom, who I work with in consultation and other things, is really into that. She actually made this necklace that I'm wearing right now, and she's made many wonderful, uniquely designed necklaces, as you can see here in the pictures. She's made them for me and for other people. She really enjoys designing them and working with, different combination of stones. So, every year there are gem shows around the world that draw in a very large crowd of people from around the world who are stone collectors, or they're there to, buy them in bulks to sell in their own retail shop. But is the energy of stones directly correlated to the value or quality of them? I mean, if they're more expensive, does that mean that the energy you feel from them is any better or far superior than the ones you may find on the street? Well, you know what? Let's look into that. As well as, other questions that we may have about the energy quality of stones. So thanks so much for coming on to our channel, Metaphysical Awakening. We hope that the information we offer on the website and here on our channel will help you get started on your own awakening into the supernatural. No, just kidding. What we're really doing here is just explaining what is innate to all of us, to every individual. We just, we're not really aware of it. Until recently, I guess like maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, we ourselves had not been aware of these metaphysical abilities that we all share to a different degree. Some are sharper and stronger in certain areas than others, such as having stronger intuition or the ability to see things very well with their third eye or pineal. And of course, the list goes on in regards to the kinds of abilities we have that are considered metaphysical, which is beyond the physical 5 senses. Now, I've been drawn to it for quite a while now, starting with meditation at the very beginning, which opened up avenues for me. And I discovered things through the help of many individuals, and it wasn't until I actually started doing it myself that I was able to form a basic understanding. And there are certainly highs and lows when coming into this, because not everything is as wonderful or as kind as you would hope it to be when you dive into the metaphysical. And I'll, get into that in another video. But what I do know is that it would take more than an entire lifetime to be able to learn and understand even a portion of the information that's out there. But I love the practical aspect of it, in the sense that this can give us a better understanding of life, our purpose, our connection with others around us, and our connection to our friends and family on the other side, the spiritual connection. These are the basic concepts that I hold dear to at this time in my life, which I feel in itself will be a lifetime worth of learning for me. Well, I hope you find the information I share in my videos useful, and encourage you to think deeper about your connection to everything. Our life is held up in so in such a way that we just don't have time to sit and breathe. But it's important to do so. It's important to treat ourselves to these moments so that we can have moments to ourselves to think calmly and genuinely about what we want to do with our life and how we want to live it, so that we can move closer in that direction. So have a look at our website, metaphysicalawakening.com, where you can pick up some information to get you started. We are slowly going through our stones page to make some little changes and add some information here and there, but they are there for you to get you started if you're looking into buying stones for yourself or for your loved ones. They make such beautiful gifts, whether you buy them as jewelry or as decoration for your home. I have friends who carry them with them in their pockets or on their keychain because they're simply drawn to them and not know why. And I sometimes laugh to myself because of the similarities in their frequencies. So what I mean by that is that let's say if they happen to be a very creative person, like someone who loves drawing or painting, they would probably be drawn to yellow aventurine for inspiration or passion, or they may be drawn to lapis lazuli for ideas, perhaps a more abstract dreamlike state, or simply quartz crystal for clarity or a clear understanding of what they're drawing or painting, like how to get there from the beginning with a paintbrush. So having stones with us can certainly be helpful and useful. You can find information about them on our website, along with some information on how to feel stone energy. For some, this may require, many calm, relaxing sessions, but once you get the hang of it, there's no going back. You can't take away what you have experienced. It will open doors to your understanding. So have fun with that and take the time to learn something you're not going to get a class on at school or at a university. You can do it right in your own home, do it with your friends, family, or whoever, and compare notes. One thing you will realize is that it's real. That's one thing you can take away from this experience. Now, our website goes into the metaphysical properties of stones. And what that means is that each stone is expressed through its own set of frequencies, which is why one stone, like a lapis lazuli, may not feel exactly like the other, another, lapis lazuli. Perhaps the chemical makeup of one is slightly different from another, which accounts for the slight differences. However, the main feature or function is the same. It focuses on your pineal, or what some call it, the third eye. Well, why is that? Why does it, or how does it work on specific parts of you? Well, as we know, our planet Earth is made up of many composites of rocks and minerals. Therefore, many frequencies are carried throughout the planet. These frequencies have an impact on us physically, since we are made from the planet Earth, and also it affects us spiritually or energetically in a different way. We are affected by these frequencies, therefore the stones we carry have an effect on us. Each frequency resonates through us in such a way that may affect our mood, change our mind about something due to clarity of thought at that moment, an increased concentration on a subject matter, or simply calm the mind and heart down. It also carries healing properties, such as uplifting someone who is experiencing a road bump, or generating heat in different parts of the body to encourage increased blood flow in those regions. And of course, the list goes on and on and on in regards to the energetic and physical benefits of holding a stone. So how do you know which stone or stones are best to buy or best to search for? Which ones are best for you and why? Well, what I find is that it's always good to go with your gut. See which stone or stones you're drawn to. Most likely you'll choose the ones that are right for you. Don't be afraid to choose one that you're not sure about. Going with your gut when choosing the right stone for you, based on whatever reason, such as for the look of it, the color of it, the size, the beauty, the uniqueness to it, whatever it is, go with it, and perhaps you'll realize why later. For those who are heart-oriented, most likely your heart will react to the stone that catches your attention. The heart is very strong and very powerful. It can see and feel all things. It can see right through the BS, really. We just need to train our heart to do so because it can easily be tricked too. But anyway, the heart will react in different ways depending on the person. When it does, feel the stone with your fingertips and calmly exhale and inhale. I actually have a stone here with me, so just hold on to it with your fingertip and just breathe in the energy from the stone, absorbing it into your body. Then see where the energy takes you and what sort of effect it's having on you. For some, this may be very visual. I've met individuals who have held onto a stone, and as soon as they close their eyes, they see all sorts of images and colors. It's kind of like a psychedelic experience for them. So as you can see, it's different for everyone, but what it comes down to is, for example, if you're holding on to a lapis lazuli, as I mentioned before, no matter how you're assessing the energy with your mind, heart, solar plexus, which is, the home for intuition, we are all going to pretty much say that we feel strong sensations in our head. Maybe you feel a little in your throat or in the upper area of your chest, but the concentration of energy seems to be focused on your pineal and the surrounding area. So, why is that? Well, basically it's because the frequencies that make up the mineral structure of that stone, such as a lapis lazuli, combined with perhaps other minerals or materials depending on where it was found, work with specific frequencies that match up with those frequencies in your brain energetically. So not only do you feel the physical effects of it, you also receive the spiritual or energetic benefits from it. In this case, it helps you see better if you're setting the intention to use your pineal energy or third eye, and I'm referring to the lapis. Do you want to see something really cool? Well, hold on to a piece of lapis lazuli and take time to relax with it. If you need to do a breathing exercise to calm your mind, do so if it helps. Once you're in a quiet space and your mind is free from distractions, set the intentions to see your past life, for example. See what unfolds before you and do your best to not manipulate the scenes. We have a tendency to do that, but if you could just let it go and just let it be, you can watch it unfold before you and learn something about yourself. So lapis lazuli, I should say, but lapis lazuli will power up your energy, your pineal energy, which then encourages your mind to relax and maintain a calm state. It will provide you with the needed clarity to see the images before you. When you get a chance to do so, I certainly recommend holding onto a lapis to make it easier for you and free-flowing. Now, what about the quality of the stones? Does that matter in regards to the energetic properties of them? Are they, say, let's say, more powerful because they're AAA grade quality or the price tag is higher than all the others? Well, to be honest, I'm not much for one to go out shopping for really expensive stones. For one, I can't afford them, but I'm also quite happy with the ones that I find. I completely understand that the rarity of certain stones certainly determines the value of them. Therefore, they have a pretty high price tag. But I also feel that some stones should just be left alone. I mean, if they are rare, then I feel like they should be, they should stay where they are. It takes centuries for them to form. So I just feel that they should be left uninterrupted for the time being. But that's just my personal feeling. There are stones that are heavily used for production of certain materials, such as quartz for technological devices, and not all of them are top quality for use. So that doesn't mean they should be valued less. In fact, crystal quartz has many kinds of benefits to humankind, really. They can be a great use when storing information. It has the capacity for storing information. Try holding on to one and see what images and feelings you get from it. They were used in ancient times for such reason. In ancient Egypt, But of course, this goes back further because they receive their knowledge elsewhere. But the crystal quartz were used in healing ceremonies for cleansing the body energetically, so that the physical body has an easier time healing on its own. It sheds negative frequencies that can weigh you down energetically and slow down your healing process. But again, this goes further back than ancient Egyptian times, I feel. Quartz can also be used for problem solving. Great minds such as architects in those times used it when they got together to plan out their projects thoroughly. A quartz would be placed there to help their minds unravel the complexities of their challenges and work them out in such a way that they were able to put their thoughts on a plant-based sheet material. It helped create such a flow of thoughts and ideas among the workers. So what I'm essentially saying is that basically a set of frequencies in one quartz that's worth hundreds of dollars is not any better than a set of frequencies in another that you can buy for under $5. Now, the size of the quartz or whatever stone it is has an effect on the amount of energy you feel from it. So a huge one in your living room, for example, will reverberate probably throughout your whole house, while a small one like mine is felt as I'm holding it. So size does matter in this case, therefore you'll most likely spend much more on a bigger one. Now, let's look at two stones that I have here for you. We have a top quality Swiss blue agate stone and a raw one. Now, when I feel into the ring, which is obviously more expensive due to the clarity and quality of the stone, the monetary value of the stone is much higher than those rough cut raw stones you see there that can be bought in bulk. But when you feel the energy of each of them, you'll find that they have the same consistency in energy. What I mean by that is that one doesn't put out more force than the other. Yes, the pitch of the frequency may be slightly different, but the overall one is just as strong as the other. There is a level of consistency when it comes to the output of energy coming from those stones. Not one overpowers the other. They are quite similar in what they put out. Now, is one prettier than the other? Perhaps to some. Perhaps you like the way the gem is cut and faceted so that when the light hits it, it reflects the light in such a way that the gem just glimmers and seems bluer. But others may feel more attracted to the raw, delicate form that looks like sea glass. Whatever your taste is, energy-wise, there's not much difference, is my take. The gem cut one has a cleaner, more rounded off effect to their energy. And what I mean by cleaner is that it seems to be unfiltered, whereby its energy has less filters to go through to pass on to you. As for the raw stones, their energy is a little more rough. It has rough edges to it. It doesn't have clean lines to it. It's more organic in the sense that it filters its energy just to, protect itself. Each stone has layers of energy, such as you and I. It's as if a layer of protection is put around you and the stones too, to protect itself from a concentration of energy that may harm you or may harm them. Think of the Earth's magnetic sphere or magnetosphere. That sphere that surrounds the Earth is an added protected layer of energy that protects all living beings from, being burnt up by the sun. So think of your layer of energy protecting you in that way. In regards to stones, there is a boundary of energy that allows energy to filter through and reach the core. But the layers it filters through may not allow too much of the energy to reach the core, so that its own energy is not overwhelmed, manipulated, or changed overall. The stone should be able to maintain its original properties, basically what's true to its original core. Now the price tag, basically, yes, there's a big difference. The ring is on sale for $3,194, and the bulk is sold, the raw stones are sold in bulk for like $17 wholesale. So yes, as you can see, there's quite a bit of difference when it comes to the price tag. Well, stones have been, have many unique properties, such as assisting in spiritual or energetic healing of others, I should say, and ourselves too. One can use stones such as green aventurine in Reiki sessions, or techniques similar to Reiki, or in therapy sessions where individuals open up to share the most intimate details. Green aventurine has a way of helping individuals deal with traumatic events that took place in their life, or as they are experiencing emotional hardship. It has a way of easing their burdens that they carry on their shoulders. So their heart feels a sense of release, therefore they feel lighter and more in sync with who they are. Layers of emotional distress or some form of stress may cloud our judgment and make us feel out of our normal selves. Therefore, this is a good stone to have in relieving those moments. You may feel a sense of relief after holding on to one for a few minutes. Just take deep breaths and allow yourself to open up to the energy coming from the stone. It'll eventually pass through you and you'll feel it reverberate throughout your body. But you will find that the main focus of its frequencies will be on your heart, where you hold on to a lot of your emotions, which can burden you. So what of these stones, such as yellow aventurine or blue topaz agate, as I mentioned before, what do they do for you? Well, let's start with yellow aventurine, which can be found in many retail shops. If you need a little inspiration in your life, this is a good stone to have with you. Keep it in your pocket if you wish. It'll give you that pep that you need that day. And what I mean by that is that the energy given off by yellow aventurine will give you a surge of energy that you need in your core to give you that pep in your step, so to speak. It energizes your core with much force to keep you flowing and alive. The inspiration you receive from it will push your creativity to a level that you need to keep going and keep your ideas flowing, whether that's at work or in your personal life. Usually when you're around people who carry similar frequencies to the yellow aventurine as their most prominent ones, it'll give you that same effect when you're around them. You get this feeling of wanting to make adventurous plans with them or feel inspired to do something fun. Your mind starts to buzz with new ideas for whatever you got going on in your life. Not a bad friend to have, right? However, if you need to slow down and relax, you may need to take a little break from that friend or the stone, yellow aventurine, to unwind. So that's the little breakdown on yellow aventurine. Now let's go on to the blue topaz agate, as you saw earlier. They're beautiful stones. However, this wouldn't be the right stone to get if you want to be activated like yellow aventurine would do for you. However, if you want to unwind and relax, this is a good stone to hold on to. Blue topaz agate has a way of tapping into your frequencies and unwinding them. And what I mean by that is that its frequencies can go in and calm your butt down. Perhaps your mind is overwhelmed with things that you're worried or stressed about. Well, this stone has a way of going in and calming down your frequencies. So little by little, it's melting away the intensity of your worries or stress. The frequencies become more relaxed and flow in a more relaxed pattern. Therefore, your brain isn't so focused on that thought as much as it was before. So it's nice, it's a nice stone to have. It's a nice stone to hold on to at night if you just want to sit and relax before you go to bed so that you can sleep easier. It's not a bad one to have on your nightstand. Once your mind is calmed down, you can place that stone back on your nightstand and just calmly melt away into your dreams. So as you can see, these are two types of inexpensive stones that you can find in your local stone shop or online that can certainly be useful to you. And there are many, many, many more stones you can choose from. Again, go with your gut feeling. Go with what you feel is best for you. Go with what you feel in your heart. Whichever you choose, will be the right one for you for whatever reason. And once you buy one, you will see yourself buying another and another until you have a nice collection of stones. I keep them throughout the house, and you know, many of them are actually right next to my plants, which is another collection that's growing in my house currently. I hope you enjoy your time in a stone shop if you get a chance to go. There's nothing like it to me. It's like a child being in a candy shop for me. The energy there is just always awesome. Have fun looking around and just place your stone. Place a stone in your hand and see how you feel about it. You know, bring a friend or family member with you. I swear I bring in all kinds of people with me from all walks of life, and I find that stones appear to attract everyone in some way. And it makes sense, right? Because we consist of frequencies that also exist in a variety of stones, so there's that natural attraction to them when we're surrounded by them in a shop. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. And again, if you like to have a look at our stone page, I will leave a link of that in the description below. That'll take you to our website. Feel free to browse through our list of stones along with the metaphysical properties of each one. Please remember that I am currently updating each stone by adding more information to them. And we're going to be adding more stones to the list little by little, but for the moment, we're taking our time with that. So we hope you enjoy the information we have there for you. If you like the information that I shared in this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. We thank you so much for your support, and I really look forward to making more videos like this. I enjoy putting the information together. So have a beautiful day, be kind to yourself, treat yourself to a new stone, and until next time, take care. Thanks for being here. Bye.